Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda Marsalis. Welcome to Heard It on the Shark. I'll be your show host, and Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area is your show sponsor. Heard It on the Shark is a weekly interview show that airs every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Shark 102.3 FM radio station based in Ripley, Mississippi. Then it's released as a podcast on all the major podcast platforms. You'll hear interviews with the movers and shakers in North Mississippi who are making things happen. I'll talk to entrepreneurs, leaders of business, medicine, education, and the people behind all the amazing things happening in North Mississippi. When people ask you, how did you know about that? You'll say, I heard it on the Shark. Heard It on the Shark is brought to you by the Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area. We want you to get out and discover the historic, cultural, natural, scenic, and recreational treasures of the Mississippi Hills that are right in your backyard. And of course, we want you to take the Shark 102.3 FM along for the ride. Musical credit belongs to Hill Country Blues guitar legend Gary Burnside and the late great Buddy Grisham, playing Long Way Home from their album Acoustic Brothers, which was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
This program was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
Hey, Shark fans, it's Melinda with another episode of Heard It on the Shark. And today in Sun Bear Studio, I have with me Main Street Director Elizabeth Behm. She is just down the street from the Shark 102.3 radio station. And so I love to have her come over and tell us about all the cool things that she is doing to make Ripley one of those great hometowns for you to come and visit. So Elizabeth, thanks for all the work you do, and thanks for coming over.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, now today we are talking about this brand new venue that Ripley has. You just did a ribbon cutting on it, and it is maybe a block off of the Courthouse Square block, so right downtown, and it's called The Cutoff. Now, let's just start with its location. How did that come about? Why did you put that venue there?
Ripley Main Street, we're always looking for ways to make something that's an eyesore, to make it more attractive and repurpose it. So this was an old car wash that's been there forever, but it wasn't in use for probably a decade, and it was just quite an eyesore. And so we thought, we had a little bit of money from the state, and we decided, well, why don't we just purchase this, and we'll just do some pop-up shops there. And then once we got into it, we realized that it needed a lot more work, so we applied for grant money, and through several different sources, we were able to get enough money to completely renovate it and turn it into a food truck hub and a retail space. And we decided to call it The Cutoff because we wanted to focus on our Chickasaw heritage here in the area. And so we're in Tippah County, and Tippah is the Chickasaw word for cut off. Somebody very smart, way smarter than me, came up with that name, which is Melinda Marsalis. So thank you, Melinda.
I did happen to have learned from our friend Tommy Covington that the clay soil around here back in the day used to, when it got wet, you couldn't even get into or out of this area. So we were completely cut off from the world. And so that's kind of where that name came from, The Cutoff. And I just love that you have gone back to our Native American history there with the great Chickasaw Nation that you have honored. And I love the murals that are there. Give everybody a little visual about those murals.
That's probably my favorite thing about the whole space. I just love it. Annie Simpson, a talented artist from Ripley, she did those. It's 5 large murals, and so that's the first thing that you see whenever you pull up. But they're so beautiful, and she took a lot of design work from the museum, from the collection room with the Chickasaw Nation artifacts. So a lot of the designs you see on the clothes, she took that from the museum. So it's really cool. We've got some T-shirts made that have several of the Native Americans on there and the cutoff logo. So we've got those for sale if anybody would like those. But it's just a really cool spot. We've got a food truck that's there most of the days. It's called Chula's, and it's excellent Mexican food. And they are there Wednesday through Saturday. But we also allow other food trucks to come in too. But for right now, that's our main one for at least a year. And that gives someone the chance to try their business out. They may want to open a restaurant after that. But this is a good way to start out. And also the same for retail.
So the location, tell the address.
It's 204 South Commerce Street, so it's just really 2 blocks off the square.
2 blocks off the square, and it's at a place where there used to be an old car wash, right?
Right. So it used to be the old car wash that was an eyesore that we fixed up. And you'll have to look at before and after pictures, too, because it's pretty amazing. But it's behind the old Fred's building, and we put up a large mural up there that says Ripley. So you can see it from a lot of points in town. Like if you're at the red light, the main red light, you can see it. And the cutoff is just directly under that sign.
Yeah, so it's really cool because the Ripley sign you can see from the highway, and then when you pull up, you see those 5 beautiful murals underneath. And then there's the space for the food truck. What I love is the green space, because almost every day when you go by there, people are out playing cornhole, eating under the umbrellas. They're just messing around and having a good time like a park is supposed to be downtown.
That's right. And that's really the main reason that we try to create these spaces, because you see how much the community loves it. Like, I think these towns are craving places like that, and it's so nice to drive by and see kids out there playing, high school kids, adults, like everybody can enjoy the space. And it's also a way for entrepreneurs to try out a business. We've got one spot there where someone can try it out for a year for very low rent, and it covers everything. And then the other space that we have there is people can do pop-up shops or workshops. We have a lot of fun fall workshops coming up that people can take classes.
So it's a very much an incubator. Like the food truck might be popular enough that they decide, okay, we're going to open a brick and mortar restaurant, and the pop-up, the shop that's there could open a shop on the square and then grow into something bigger.
Right. It's all part of a bigger picture. This is a way for people to try things out, and then hopefully they would like to open something up on the square. So it's just a way for us to think ahead and try to get people to put in restaurants and retail shops on our square.
Okay, now you talked about the other side. There's 2 parts that used to be car wash bays, and so one of them is a year term boutique, and then on the other side you can do workshops, classes, a pop-up shop for a weekend or whatever if you want to, right? You can rent that.
That's right, and we're also going to start selling some local artwork in there. And we have a really cool old cigarette vending machine that's in there, and it's about to be full of artwork that the high school students did. So instead of dispensing cigarettes, it will dispense little pieces of artwork.
It's so innovative and great. I'm sure that there are people listening to us who would like to participate in this, so give us some contact information.
Okay, if someone would like to participate, you can always get on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page, The Cutoff, and then also our Ripley Main Street page, but you can email us at ripleymainstreet@gmail.com or give us a call at 662-512-0226, and we can give you the information. But if someone wants to just set up for the day in that pop-up shop, it's $50. So it's really a really good price just to try some concepts out.
Yeah, if you had some pottery or something that you just want to do, you can set that up. And so I assume there's a calendar and you have to get on the calendar and wait your turn.
That's right, yes. You need to schedule a time to be there. But we've got some fun things planned, and we're also going to start doing movie nights. We've got one planned for October 18th. It's Hocus Pocus. And it's a free event. You just come out and watch. And in November, we don't have the date set, but we will be showing Elf. So that will be fun, too. We just got a new deck built, a stage. So we also want to start doing some things like open mic night and just have some live entertainment.
Karaoke.
Yeah.
I'm thinking some karaoke could go over really well.
I'll put you down.
You do that. Elizabeth, thank you again so much. You have, and I say your Main Street Board and the City of Ripley and the supervisors, everybody in Tippah County is really teamed up. You've worked a lot with the Mississippi Hills Heritage Area people and gotten a lot of good grants. Everybody's just teaming up together to make our small hometowns have a great quality of life, and I appreciate you for that.
Well, thank you so much. That's right. We've got a great active board of directors, and they have helped a ton with that, and then through multiple grants, we've made it possible.
Thank you so much for telling us us about the cutoff. Shark fans, you guys roll by there and check it out. It is really a cool place, and you can just drive all over Ripley and shop and have a good, fun day. And it's due to a lot of our little places like that. So come see us in Ripley. Hey, Elizabeth, tell me one more time, when can we go see Hocus Pocus?
October 18th at 7 o'clock.
Okay, all right, I'll be there. I love that movie. Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Shark fans, that's it for this edition of Heard It on the Shark. Tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to find out what's happening with other local community leaders like Elizabeth. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for an interview, or if you want access to this interview, you can go to our website, shark1023.com, and click on the podcast tab. Keep it tuned to the Shark 1023 and have a great rest of the day.
The Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area was established by the United States Congress in 2009 and represents a distinctive cultural landscape shaped by the dynamic intersection of Appalachian and Delta cultures. This intersection has produced a powerful concentration of nationally significant cultural icons, including King of Rock and Roll Elvis Presley, First Lady of Country Music Tammy Wynette, blues legend Howlin' Wolf, civil rights icons Ida B. Wells Barnett and James Meredith, America's favorite playwright Tennessee Williams, and Nobel laureate William Faulkner. The stories of the Mississippi Hills are many and powerful, from music and literature to Native American and African American heritage to the Civil War. The Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area supports the local institutions that preserve and share Northeast Mississippi's rich heritage. Begin your discovery of the historic, cultural, natural, scenic, and recreational treasures of our region by visiting the Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area online at mississippiHills.org.